It feels like we're constantly navigating a delicate balance in Malaysia, especially when it comes to keeping certain influences out of our schools. But sometimes that line gets blurry, almost like a traffic jam during Raya Balik Kampung. And the impact, well, it can be felt deeply by everyone. I mean, as a parent myself, you just hope schools are this protective bubble, right?
Yeah.
A safe space purely for learning. So, yeah, when the news broke recently about our education minister leading students in a very specific chant, well, it definitely made people stop and think.
Well, it's interesting how events like this, regardless of the intention behind them,
Yeah.
can really spark quite a bit of public conversation and concern too, especially, when children are involved.
Exactly. So, what are your immediate thoughts when you hear about something like this happening in our schools involving young students? What's your gut reaction?
Okay, so let's get into the specifics. The event involved Education Minister Fadlina Siddiq. There was this video, it circulated pretty widely, and in it, during a student event, she was teaching students this chant, "Happy Birthday PMX, we love you." This was for Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's birthday. He turned 78 on August 10th.
Right. And on the surface, maybe it looks like just an enthusiastic birthday greeting, but that's where the reaction really kicked in. Strong criticism came pretty quickly, notably from Rafizi Ramli, the former economy minister.
Ah, yes, Rafizi Ramli. What was his main point?
His core argument was crystal clear. Politics, he said, must not enter schools, period. He really stressed that personal feelings, even deep affection for the prime minister, shouldn't be mixed up with educating children.
So he felt a private message would have been enough. Precisely. He suggested a private congratulatory statement would have sufficed. Involving students, from his perspective, was completely unnecessary and potentially problematic.
And didn't he also raise concerns about, the future implications?
He did. He talked about the dangerous precedent it could set. His worry was that it might, open the door for future ministers to demand similar things.
Similar expressions of loyalty, perhaps.
Exactly. Loyalty, admiration, directed at other leaders. And he also expressed quite openly his own embarrassment as a senior figure in Parti Keadilan Rakyat.
Right, because it sort of undermines their past criticisms.
That seemed to be his point. He felt it discredited the party's previous stance when they called out other politicians for bringing political messages into schools. It weakened their position, he thought.
Okay, so that's the political angle. But there was another perspective, too, wasn't there, from a parents group?
Yes, absolutely. Noor Azima Abdul Rahim, who was the president of the Parent Action Group for Education, she brought in a different but equally important viewpoint. She highlighted how crucial public perception is, especially considering the timing with the recent tragic case of that 13-year-old Sabah student, Zara Quirina. Her death is still under investigation, and that event cast a long shadow.
That's a really poignant connection. So her point was about sensitivity.
She emphasized that symbolic actions really count. Public leaders, she argued, need to show empathy, unity, and be in tune with the public mood.
And holding a joyful celebration when many are grieving.
Risks being seen as insensitive, that was her concern. And that perception, even if unintended, can erode public trust and a leader's credibility. It's a subtle thing, but powerful.
It really makes you think about how timing and context shape everything.
So really what we're seeing here is a mix of concerns converging. You've got the worry about keeping schools neutral, sort of non-political zones.
Right.
Then there's the potential for political influence on young minds, however subtle. And finally, this broader point about leaders needing to maintain empathy and public trust, particularly during difficult or sensitive national moments. It's just an observation of the different reactions, really.
Ultimately, these discussions, they often seem to come back to this fundamental question, don't they? How do we, as a nation, balance public celebration, maybe even political expression, with that core responsibility? The responsibility to protect the integrity and the neutrality of our kids' schools, and, frankly, public trust in leadership itself.
It is a delicate balance, and it's something that keeps evolving, reflecting the values we collectively decide are important for the next generation.
Remember to like and subscribe for more videos like this.